Okay. Sorry, this is my second take. My first take, I messed up the camera. You'll never see it, but it's in my head. So, tonight, this afternoon, I am in Noank, Connecticut, which is part of Groton, right on the Long Island Sound. And I found this place online. It had like 40 reviews, and they were all stellar. They had a couple 4-star reviews. Everything else was 5. They were like a 4.9. And I'm at a place called Palmer Provisions and Pizza. And tonight's story is going to be about this place because I had a great time talking to the owner inside. So let me show you what I got. I got some hand-cut French fries. They come with a sauce, and I saw it and I forgot what it is, but we'll find out once we give it a flavor test. Some meatball sliders. And a beautiful looking pepperoni pizza. Look at that thing. That thing just looks right down my alley. So, let's set this up. Pardon the thumb for a moment. And let's get started. Let's start without... These are 100% my type of French fry. 100%. I got these because a lady in one of the reviews talked about how great the fries were. And you never know. But in this case, she was 100% right. So, I think it's a sweet and sour sauce, if I recall now. Let's see. And he offered ketchup, but I don't believe in putting... I've never been a ketchup guy anyhow, but I don't believe in putting stuff on fries. I want to taste the fries. You put ketchup on it, you taste the ketchup. So that's interesting. It's good. I've never had it, but a sweet and sour sauce for dipping the fries into. House-made meatballs. Great bread, great meatball, great sauce, great flavor. Bread is toasted but soft. Meatballs are good. And the guy was saying this place is very seasonal. By the way, here's the pizza. Obviously it's on the water. They get like 1,500 boats in the summer, but wintertime, not so much, I guess. Very nice crust. Bit of crisp going on the bottom. Thin crust, but still got some nice chewiness with the crisp. Excellent sauce. Just the right amount of cheese, in my opinion. Really, really nicely done. So, let me finish up a little bit more I'm going to eat here, and I'll come back and share final thoughts with you. Okay, final thoughts. You know what? Let's turn this light on. It's going to blind me for a second. So, Palmer's Provisions and Pizza in Noank, Connecticut. French fries. Excellent. Excellent French fries. I've never dipped French fries in sweet and sour sauce. It was different. I liked it, but I'm not sure that's something I would do on a regular basis. But I'm glad I was exposed to it. Meatball sliders were very, very nicely done. Nice fresh bread. House-made meatballs. Good flavor, good sauce. Pizza was really nicely done. Really nicely done. I would have preferred a little more crisp on it, on the crust, but that's okay. That was really nicely done. So, there's been some questioning about the scoring, so let me give you the two. I don't want to be negative, but let me give you the two little dings that's going to impact the score a little bit. It's very little impact. But I'm a guy, and I don't even know if it's practical or not, but I'm a guy that likes my meatballs to simmer in the sauce so the sauce gets in them, and that didn't happen here. Really good meatballs, don't get me wrong. That just was a little ding. And then a little bit more crisp on the crust is the only other ding. So, with that in mind, I'm going to give this a score based on the overall food experience, not just the pizza, the overall food experience, which was amazing, along with the guy inside, who's, I'm going to tell you some of his stuff he shared with me. Just outstanding. So tonight's score, based on the food, the guy, the whole experience, those two little dings in it, still comes out to, I've done some thinking about this, still comes out to 9.8. I liked it that much. I really did. Just really enjoyed all of it. It just went down well. So there you go. Palmer's Provisions and Pizza in Noank, 9.8. Pretty amazing score. So let me tell you what the guy was telling me. This area, Noank, in the 1800s, the Palmer family owned a commercial shipbuilding yard. It was the largest shipbuilding thing between Boston and New York. And they did commercial wooden vessels. It was all wooden vessels that, would carry back and forth across the ocean, carry cargo and stuff. So this was an area that people lived, worked at, and he was saying that the belief is that electric boat showed up in this area because of all the talented people who understood about boats and building and stuff like that, because this company Palmer merged with Groton Iron Works, and I think that's what became Electric Boat, but I'm not sure we got that deep into it. We did talk about, because I come from Killingly, where there's mill housing, and the mill owners would put up these mills and put up housing so they could charge rent and house the people, and put up stores so they could sell to the people. And those of you old enough to remember Tennessee Ernie Ford's old song, 16 ton, you work another day longer and you're deeper in debt, or something like that, because I owe my soul to the company store. They just kind of owned you, but it worked for everybody to some degree. So there's housing around here that was put up, but it wasn't for mill housing, it was for shipbuilding housing. And he's got some pictures in there, and this place was actually the company store was built in 1899. And it's just really, really cool talking to the guy and looking around. And when he took over, or when he Yeah, when he took over, it was actually a small grocery store, but he said it was way too seasonal, so they turned it into a restaurant that they have functions here. It just is really a cool place. So I would highly recommend, if you're ever in the area and wondering about a place to try, that this place, Palmer's Provisions and Pizza, is worth giving a go. Based on my experience, I would highly recommend this place. So there you go. Shipbuilding area, right on the water. At one point it was provisions for the workers around here, and it's a pretty good-sized building for an 1899 store. And he said upstairs is an 18-foot ceiling with a ballroom and everything. It's just pretty cool. So anyhow, Palmer's Provision and Pizza in Noank, Connecticut, 9.8.